This is one of the biggest reasons as to why we have shiny object syndrome with regards to the next technique and tool to help our clients with. And this is not really talked about much, but this totally just makes sense. And when I found this out for myself, it was like a big like bomb exploded in my mind. I was like, mind blown. This is exactly why. And so, one of the reasons as to why we have this is because in traditional healing modalities or traditional hypnosis or NLP modalities, we get taught techniques, right? We have a techniques to we have a fast phobia cure for from NLP, right? There are different regression techniques, different visualization, inner child techniques, and whatever parts techniques, right? Whatever it is that we learn. And the thing with techniques is that it has limitations because not all techniques work for each person, right? One technique, for example, inner child might help with six of your clients, but the rest of the four out of the 10 clients won't. And so when we only use one thing, and maybe we also have parts and regression, sometimes when we use these three techniques, and this is not uncommon, if you have three techniques, sometimes it won't work for that one person. So what do you do? So that's why we kind of feel that need to look for something else, that there is something missing. Because we were taught techniques. And although these techniques are very powerful, especially with the right client who responds well to them, unfortunately, there's 8 billion humans on the planet. And so not all techniques will work for our clients, right? And I know you've had that one client who kind of just makes you doubt yourself because none of the techniques work. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your clients. It has all to do with the techniques that you're using. So if you're someone who was trained in techniques like reading off the script, or these are the cue cards that you need to have, this is you should be doing a recording without really telling you the reasons as to why you need to do all those things, then it's very hard um to try to the word try to fix it or try to look for ways as to how to adapt to the different clients if we don't know or we were not taught as to how to what is the word? It will come up. Um, Troubleshoot. That is the word. If we were not taught how to troubleshoot those techniques, if it doesn't work for anyone, or if we are taught it and the explanation wasn't the best, then we get stuck in this hard place, right? And so, like I said, it's not really your fault per se, or your client's fault per se, that your techniques aren't working. It's just the fact that it's a technique, and unfortunately, it did not work for your clients. So, what do you do instead? Well, in advanced conversational hypnosis, this is exactly why we teach principles instead of techniques, because principles govern techniques. And so when you learn principles, then you have unlimited techniques. So, do you have something in your toolkit that works with principles? So, for example, a very common principle of the mind is that it doesn't like being told what to do. It's stubborn, especially like the subconscious mind is very, very stubborn, right? And so do you have a tool that helps you to form that partnership with your client subconscious so that it helps you to reveal whatever it is that it needs to reveal, and help you build that stronger rapport so that the client subconscious mind trusts you? Because here's the thing with the techniques: if you ask the client to close their eyes, if you ask your clients to visualize, if you ask your clients to feel their emotions, even though they're not used to it, then you're met with a resistance, right? Which is neither you or your client's issue. It is just what it is. So when you're able to work with a client and meet where they're at by using principles, then your results are going to get better, and you no longer need to seek that next modality, because you'll know how to troubleshoot with each patient client or patient that you speak with.